Okay, abuzeba makwa bashonko so edeba Ghana politics avenue so abusuya yembonra yensemu. Breaking news bi abaye no ene ya project say ede ato ye screen no enchen ede amamono. ECOWAS court throws out the suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo suit. Abusuya na enye no nko ana echese eba abonten. Osono maame throws out by ECOWAS court. The law is the law. It is finished. Abusuya the suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo na ho nsem bebre e de abremo efa ECOWAS court wode ne nsem kokopi ho ye de nioma bebre abrem na ye da sore ya ye say ECOWAS court atnase omabo maame no lawsuit a omusiu okoko siu Ghana na as President Mahama ewo ECOWAS court no omabo ato egwo chese maame no ne case a ode bai no emfa so bia ni so ntino suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo de CCA de were Lucy battle no ewo ECOWAS High Court enye asem keto akra beda mase se momi akona yakwa kuti ensema ekoso on subscribe ya subscribe like share ma afofron so ensa into me enkabi Ghana politics avenue so and don't forget to click on the notification bell so ne be ya any update be drop bia no on so onsa ebe to me aka medamase.
Transition conversation if I that of the suspended CJ. I am Miami get to the Saba talk on because I say is similar because okay and my drink so one also so judicial review emotional movie and also about to go similar to Candy and say if the state FL say if you are under investigations na okokota normally say no di kaka ayana judges them per se omo ebe prevent near prosecutors and investigators no ye ni nyina no benefit state no na ene nikita similarities ana
sabi o say we honorable somebody chief justice no
yes
no maybe any constitutional process activity
okay
in process. Not for there, it's at a very higher level than the other.
I can't no. Okay.
Because also state speeches, mainly no. You can have a provision in the constitution, but then there will be an act of parliament, like a statute establishing that institution, and so that act, and no how regulate the conduct of that institution. And I follow behind that of the constitution. And so the constitution is Nakasa and make provision for an investigation. That becomes the purpose of all investigations. And it is a Chief Justice, the former I keep saying former. The suspended
Chief Justice.
Although the constitutional requirement no. The constitution itself make a provision for a committee to be set up and to conduct the investigation. And you know the required it will be extremely difficult compared to even 10 years.
Okay.
It will be extremely difficult to get the court to try to interfere with the proceedings in the court. It will be very difficult. Almost impossible.
I see. Because Natia na me pe clarity ni say na ankwanko ba say will be feel say the suspended CJ no a tiny to na odi asem court to na abu abono no until me ask a question no
oh sir you are under investigation once you are under investigation will need that I reduce compared to an ordinary citizen or no for you free
onya bibia
the law places limitations on your rights depending on the circumstances. And if someone under investigation can be the subject of an arrest, can be the subject of detention. So, and at that stage, you need to not go to executing your rights, like your right to a lawyer of your choice, etc.
Okay.
So, and but be arrest, no, be only under investigation. All these rights do not put in because the law is not limiting the person's rights under any circumstance.
Okay.
And if you want to under investigation, facing a committee. That is based on the constitutional requirements. Well, right here to a larger extent, more limited. And unless the investigation concludes, it will right, continues, to be limited. And since no one submit to the investigative process now, that's the young quota. It will be difficult to get the court to be on your side. So, I don't seem to understand why every now and then a person is found here near Palo, a quick import, near my airport. Now, you're in ECOWAS doing some of this. And the most important thing is that the constitutional requirement, they said, the DFO should be in camera. That means behind the scenes. And it's a new money now the air should outside. It will be difficult for the court to accept all that you are saying. It will be difficult.
I see. And then the defamation suit now what the Ghana call a person claiming $10 million, similar.
And then I'm not saying the mother bring me home say and not no and yeah they look after the because look in some way and I say I come to go to more that the author who you cooperate with the investigation as much as possible and show humility throughout the whole process and respect for the process and the procedures and the panel or whoever are in charge. Or if the forecast once a year the new focus it's legit down.
Okay.
So
our court of law, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you can go to the court and you have all the evidence and everything, but the court are also allowed to look at your demeanor. Demeanor here. Sana many no a child the boy and those type of things. And agree. Oh yes, Nipana or Towa or Baby decide you question. Woman who say there be asset, woman who say be at home now. Would you so make them
that be?
And the phone say be a was a mere day. So one far our Brazil and no respect the process. The one can put yourself in the foot.
I see.
And I think we don't match up. Because you can't me who's one of the
and
even I give the grant and the committee could conclude self-reform. Even one or two of the passions, but this is passions in grounds enough and not good enough. Everything I can see the young penny in genuine young Pambano. Now, young penny. That also a possible outcome. But so, none of more court in some to I think them. Now, they say, or just what that. See, I didn't everything up on the side. If I'm better, and to me, the lawyer make me too, but maybe Franca, maybe make the making of better make that. And you can sign a mouse. Now, on Brennan, you see the
okay.
Yeah, you say a bad one, no, 1 year, no, year. The gives anyone a bad one. Now, if you call, you are pocket, a 100 years. Then I'm a 200 panel member, in fact, as a no criminal.
I see. Lawyer, and now Ben one come to Kusiyama, but only anti as that medal say. Because one man, many material for at 70 years say. Said a bear will be quotable being cancer, and your time will be 10 will be an answer. My mini few crano. I judges all 100 tiny person if you or name. Watch the position of the Constitution. One will be under investigations at near Ranaka for Nino. One man minimum Tifunya and Tiasian and Navi. Yet be okay. Lawyer Isaac Mentala be and no. And some can catch it no. Obemia come to Kusiaman, but only Henti Asidana the bed down on our fee. Majana Quinty, senior issues in the no. It's lawyer trim. It is a more argument you baby. But oh, wait, time way that was say. Say, Obia, I under investigation, sir, or investigationer. I am not state, Any the law court, a judges, say when the state is after you. Woman per se, woman by interfere, a juma muyemu. because almost woman nim and someone and oboni asabi wakodi anyhow a mu hwehwemu no ekro and when so ayo man no enanya eti atemuafo no mebeki sure say omo interfere state prosecutors ni dwumadi on person difa individual state no fi say why bibia esese yeyi ni mu hwehwemu ebio Torkornoo de ane so was say eno kra de a constitutional mandate se o person wo yi Supreme Court judge ana CJ mame kanisa na wakwa akokudi bonu bia constitution no ewom ya twera tum ekwan ya yemfa so it is a wo ye judge na ye fa constitution ni so na ye de ahwehwe bibi mu akwa kosi baabi na ye take decision of face o person sorry tia jeje so sorry tia de a na wo no constitution na okra no ne fa baabi na ma wodi dwuma di o courtroom ho no na sa wodi constitution e kontokwa enti difference no it is sometimes so unya asem aba fe say oman ne do oman ne mra wom etobi aso so ne ho DJ Kofi so ho pa da benya asem no wenya mra me bonyuma Mahama body tinko ondo bako obi aso so ne ho sana issues ni nyina tie enti okọ no be argument bi ana ama forgi chim na feso bi na time obi a pe ne lawyer acheche ma che na wie no na sabi enya sa enetie enti o kase ECOWAS ye no kra de onye prejudicial but obetime akase enkosiaga because ECOWAS phone timi Ghana is a sovereign nation enti emra yedi bu o man no obi go contrary na emra ne ni edia o man fufuro bia na certain group of people being timi ko interfere because yede ho yede ho sana issues no esifate eti Keno Foriata ene Gertrude Mami Saba Torkornoo the suspended CG ne hon komo ene akwakodia yede on sem so emanu. On that note, the law is the law is the law. Now you close that chapter no and so I don't know. Na yanku yanim kakra. Menim say nche me members of parliament bakwaba. Okay. Oh no baba. But mama me tape mama me tape bako. Yeah, mama me tape bako. Yenko Azulud. Yes. Governs Kwame Agbuja. Governs Kwame Agbuja. Et Yenko Azulud. Nafi yenshe hawa ni masifatie.
Supervision of these roads. The next thing I want to talk about is the asset load control reforms. If you have been watching the ministry, one of the biggest challenges we have is the asset load regime. And you will notice that whenever government changes, there's this tendency for people to be interested in managing asset load stations. My brothers and sisters, whatever money we collect in terms of penalties, and let me repeat, whatever you pay with respect to asset loading is not a fee. It's a penalty for wrongdoing. So our aim is to make sure that asset loading would, the accruals should be zero. If the accruals become zero, what it means is that people have stopped overloading. No amount of money we collect in terms of penalties on asset loading can ever be enough to repair the damages caused by truckers along on our roads. Those of you who have seen part of the road Agona Junction to Takwa, which was done less than a year ago, part of the reason that road is almost gone is partly because of asset loading, not entirely. because of that. But many other roads across our country are in a very deplorable state. We intend to do something about this, and then we have recommended a stiffer penalty regime for those who would not abide by the rule and overload. So you will see that the fees and charges that will come up, we are intending to hike the penalty for overloading on our road from 5,000 Ghana cedi to 50,000. You shouldn't be worried. It's just like saying that if you steal, you'll be jailed for life. You will say that is high-handedness. But what about considering not stealing? Then you have no reason to spend even a day in prison. So we are increasing the penalties for overloading from 5,000 to 50,000. We hope that will be additional deterrent for people to make sure they work within the rules. As part of this, we also noticed that the overloading part of the overloading regime is complex. Some people go to Tamaport, load within the allowable tonnage. When they get out of the port, they park somewhere and then top up the goods. We are coming up with a regulation. Currently, the penalty is solely on the driver. We intend that the penalty be extended to the owner of the goods. So a portion of the good will be seized, auctioned, and the money put in the road maintenance trust fund. I am sure if you lose half of the goods as a result of overloading, the next time we all work within the limit. So these are all measures aimed at deterrent. No one, in fact, we wish that nobody overloads, nobody gets to pay anything. Nobody loses his or her goods. The next thing is about payment to contractors. It is true that as we speak...
Okay. Sabiga Posanama Menafi, Meti Winfi Hotel. A topical discussion there, but and the Eco rules in the Moankasa. Macon Azulu to talk of Yameboa. And now, my church is Sanima Winamo. Na nami nimse minister otieme na nyamen charge yenra yemo the one in charge of government communications yemo nabaso Felix Kwachofusu pass such series no more na update outdoor a few ministers no ho eba the clarity bus system nim Emma some of us are per system ni ye no yen so butimi to yam matena can say as low stations across board and yet money making venture for government. Now, the minister can say no amount of penalty you charge everything I repair enough for us to repair the damages cast in the course. 1 kilometer a kwamba could be salaji man can $1 million and they no say 1 kilometer asphalt $1 million. No, be about 5,000. Imagine 2,000. But when they go to Burkina Faso, Niomedi Ghana Kwana Faso no omonye. Eta yesa minister tie. Na da ben oye no. Enra Wednesday. Wetimi a chire mu. Na papa mama ne konya anonko a. Me monitor. Etene the highest penalty unit I am you money 5,000. And also the coin 50,000. In the Burkina Faso, say oya shadow fa. Goose na e bro the required loan so no abane fa. And wakasa na yenso ebeje na ya washing. Na there are 2 road fund ni mu no. And the sane mama wash ya mo frame me. Me to be pa. Because on my so ding. Eti minister, thank you so much. And I'm going to make sure say me die chire na one church mama me makoma tome yam say na ye ko figure ho sorogo alaji sorogo na ba oya djuma ona na figure na wosoro sabiga so ba no sabiga so ba ye sorogo de na eche ye tie na mu fa sabiga mra say yawo e na omte akom ho no na wo mu jiska ne die minister I'm telling you crofona no come asem no akom sika no oma gie di and my last check averagely no more than 4.8 million Ghana cedis na kodi nkofo bottom. Akoma ze load no. Sa group na eko hijack system no. Me se o ma jisika na di. Sa group no o ma jisika na di. Enti governors Kwame Agboja, thank you so much. Menim say adjuman sama ka cho engineer. But what's our contract be was cemented by rules no. Yen tomorrow 95 Ghana cedis. Akwani is serious. Amanfo wie ya che. Me auditor bi ka kire me say Ghana ha. Ye boka wo ekwan ho chen bibia. Sector ba ko a ye di esika ko gum. Eye kwantempo ankrofo nye. MPP time omoma contractor bi you say wale to say is it ekwan be alaji wo na onim suro ho wale to say na relugo say wan you say kwami Bawumia Akroma kwan no wale na relugo gambaga sa kwantempo no you say $30 million na me no obi kasa ogieche na no o mame randa about sa kwan no o say my contract na ya ma mobilization. Na sa contractor MPP for the contract man no. Alaji 15% of the contract sum. One the man no. Wako diska no. One for machine ba ko an kwakwan so kraso ko start. Because ideally no, you say 15% na which is required by one rules and a year. Now the assessor of machines. No akobo a year camp bi ho. Now eno na nche se wako. A 2 year babe 15 to 20%. Now already certificate. Now they are calling a trialka. What G mobilization di ye?
Well, it's alleged and answer who cannot answer fact because you may charge no more.
Okay, so
it is alleged, say.
Meba. Okay. Yankwane sadi. But according to minister, no sakwane nye because what is a minister says $30 million yanko jimra. So what is that?
Okay.
Then again, all the time I mean to din komwa, woman na road no more here so I'm catch them say, woman no ko kwane so. He can tell me for a fact, even though I'll go by ODND. But we'll say, mobilization of the man contractor no. Alaji, we'll say by secretary Akroma, one fan called Campo. And I'm be say, then how are you going to retrieve our money? Or suggest the state near the Aquanico court. Near Kokoji. So I don't know, say, some contract someone $30 million, and now say, 15% of the total contract someone $30 million no. But almost so much mobilization the man no. Accra what this no.
Okay, abuzua wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so a year suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo ni case no na ECOWAS High Court for about to go enye asem keto akra ya bada masesa moje pene kokoti sa ensem we the my aha Ghana Politics Avenue so on subscribe like share ma afofron so ensa into me enkabi bada mase.